Hello and welcome back to A Town Called Bastard. We're playing the End of the World Zombie Apocalypse, which is a sort of new game, tabletop role-playing game from Fantasy Flight, in which you create yourselves as characters surviving a zombie apocalypse. Pretty interesting concept, and it's all good. We've already created the characters, as you'll know from doubtless having watched our prologue episode where we did just that. But just in case you didn't, let's introduce ourselves. I am the Games Master for today, and seemingly always, guys, yeah.
What?
I'm the Bastard, and these are some of the people I rounded up and brought to my house.
Yeah.
That sounded so skeezy.
It did a bit, didn't it? The door isn't locked,
What does
so...
skeezy even mean?
Why are we using words like skeezy and grody today?
because they're bodacious, Sam. That's why. And radical. Introduce yourselves, you filth.
I'm John. Today I'm playing John.
I'm Justin, and today I am playing Justin.
I am Sam, and today I'm playing Sam.
The Shabadoo.
I am also
Not the
Sam,
Shabby.
and I am also playing Sam.
But a different Sam.
Different Sam that is me and not his
We're
Sam.
both playing one character.
Yeah.
I'm still
We don't know we're doing that.
We're secretly the same person. We just can do two different voices.
Mhm.
So we're playing one character.
And we don't know it.
Yeah.
So we think we're two different people.
Yeah.
And whenever you're featured on video, it is special effects and wigs.
Yes.
And chin wigs. Right, moving on. Okay, so what time was it that you got here today, everyone?
Oh, I got here at 1.
Yeah. And I believe the rest of you turned up about maybe 1:30.
Well,
I was here at 1:30.
Something-
We're a bit
quarter past.
like quarter past.
That's a lie.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're sitting down now. What time is it?
It is now
5:30.
20 to
It's just half
5 is fine.
something. Sorry, if I reveal this, my partner, the girlfriend now knows how late we started playing this. It will kill me.
It is now. So it is 5:30. We've been role playing for a while, and I'm starting to look really rough. I mean, I was ill when you arrived.
You're
But,
always alive,
It's
so.
probably just that sinusitis that you had
Probably
for the
just-
past few weeks.
Probably just a sinusitis, but I don't feel well, guys. Is it okay if we stop role playing for a while?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that-
sure.
that's fine, Matt. Like,
Okay.
we'll just do it another time.
Okay. Yeah, I feel really bad actually.
You do look pretty bad,
I look awful.
and worse than usual as well.
Yes, even worse than usual. In fact, so much so.
Matt is in pain.
I'll laugh at. That's funny.
Basically, I just go to the toilet and lock myself in it, and I'm in there really quite a while, even longer than usual. Oh God!
So-
And after half an hour, there's a kind of audible thumping crash in my bathroom.
You're right, Matt.
I'm not gonna go check on it.
I'll go check it.
Shabadoo.
I will go into the bathroom and not open, but go close and listen and say, Matt.
Do you
Matt,
just
you
sniff
alright?
heavily after doing that as well? Like it's just.
There is no response.
Matt.
This is weird.
Is Matt alright?
Bang on the door. Guys, I think something's happened.
Just
Well, just
Just
open the
open it
door.
and check
You
on
have a
him.
lock on it.
Well, you might be naked or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
Or he's unconscious.
Okay, fine. Open the door.
I am lying, recumbent, on the ground. There is quite a lot of just kind of slightly congealed blood
Yeah.
around the toilet and on the floor. It looks like I've been throwing up blood.
Okay.
I
Good.
just.
And
sat-
from this angle, you can actually see that just on the back of my neck, my shoulder, just below kind of where my t-shirt was, so you didn't see it before, there's what looks like a bite mark.
Oh shit, guys! Someone call an ambulance. I ran for your pulse.
I'll pick up my phone and dial 999 straight away.
It's engaged.
I got to
Oh,
join
shit.
Jojo
Yeah,
in the
same.
bathroom.
Do I feel any pulse?
Are you generally good at feeling for pulses?
done
Do you know where
first
to
aid.
feel for pulse? Okay, I won't make you roll for it then. Nope, no pulse.
Are you showing signs of visibly throwing up blood?
I was throwing up blood. I'm now,
He's pretty much dead.
Dead.
Yeah,
I just
Can
said
you feel the heartbeat?
no.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right. Put him. Oh fucking hell!
I'll
Jesus.
find out.
I'm visibly upset and in shock because my friend's just died.
Yeah.
So I.
Oh, thanks.
Like, go on.
I'll put you over onto your back and start kind of shockingly trying to do CPR.
No, I stop you immediately. I go. He's been vomiting up blood. You don't want to have. You don't want to have contact with that. Like whatever happened, you don't want to get in contact with blood.
But he's dead.
Yeah, and if he's been vomiting up blood, then it's probably there could be some kind of blood.
I'm still doing this right now.
Okay, fine, but don't do mouth to mouth.
I'm not going to do mouth to mouth.
What's the word in that Ebola breakout?
No, that's
what the hell?
That was like
Oh my
ages
god,
ago.
John, Jesus
Right.
Christ!
No, trying.
I say literally crying at this point because there's a dead body.
You're trying to do
I'm trying to do
CPR, yeah? Okay, let's make a roll for that. Let's see how rolls work in End of the World Zombie Apocalypse. There's no quicker way to say it than that. You basically do this with D6s, and you have positive and negative D6s. So if you take a positive D6 as standard, and then if you could please take... let's have a look at all the different positive dice you could potentially take. Do you have any positive features that would help you deliver CPR?
Determined. Probably not, no.
Determined is definitely a positive feature.
I mean, yeah, if I'm determined about this, I suppose.
Good, it means if you crack a rib while you're doing it, you won't
Yeah.
stop.
I'm not going to stop, yeah.
Determined is definitely a positive feature of
Okay.
CPR.
Okay, I'm happy to accept that. So let's take an extra positive dice for that.
Justin helping?
Are you
definitely,
helping?
I'm helping.
Okay, then
I'm helping through tears, but I'm helping.
take an extra positive die there.
I'm also shitting.
The difficulty of the
Lose.
task. The difficulty of the task is interesting. Do you know how difficult it is to perform CPR?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
difficult.
Okay.
It's 3 or 4 at least.
So I would say it's 2. To keep on going.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
definitely
just,
2.
just to keep on going, not to
it's-
succeed.
It's actually an incredibly painful procedure
Yes,
to perform.
I have tried.
Okay, so we've got 2 in there. I don't think there's any environmental. Are there any negative features?
It's a bit cramped.
Apart from, a bit cramped.
It is a bit cramped in there,
but
isn't
I'd
it?
say we're probably we could. It's not too cramped. Certainly not too cramped.
We are currently referring to my bathroom.
Yeah.
Um,
We could take a tape measure and measure it now, but that we should lie
Matt, if you
down
just
the
lie down
bathroom.
there.
So, no, yeah, I think that's it. So now Sam has 3 positive dice and 2 negative, and he's going to roll them. So now at this point, what he needs to do is compare the scores on all the dice, and if any of the positive and negative dice match, he removes them on a 1-for-1 basis, which he's just done. He's got 2 3s there.
Yep.
And now what he's got left are 2 1s on the positive and a 6 on the negative.
Yeah.
So what that means basically is we are rolling against your logic.
Yep.
Because it's a figuring out how to do it kind of procedure, I guess. I guess we could go for dexterity as well, but we'll go for logic in this case. So, of the positive dice, how many of them are equal to or beneath your logic score? Both of them.
Both, yeah.
Both of them. Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
You have, however, got a negative dice remaining,
Which seems really
which means you take 1 point of mental stress.
Which makes sense.
Which
to be
makes
honest.
sense in this situation.
Yes.
It's pretty intense. To do so. 2 successes. You perform CPR pretty damn well with, no mouth action, due to Justin's very well delivered advice, more well delivered than his character in game is aware of.
Yeah.
It's good advice, though.
I'm not budging.
Keep checking for heartbeat.
Yeah. John, have you managed to get through to the ambulance yet?
Still engaged.
Right. Well, we're going to keep going until
Keep
if
going.
you want to swap.
I asked you to
swap.
take over after about a minute.
Cool.
Yeah.
We do
Which
that.
is obviously quite strange that it's still engaged.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You can actually hear some sirens in the distance.
I'm going to start trying, if I can, the NHS non-emergency number, just in case they've got anything, which is 101.
Yeah, I call Shabadoo in. Shabadoo, can you go out to the street and see if you can, like the sirens or something? Can you see if you can hail an ambulance or something?
Okay, have a look.
Yeah.
I ran out.
I'm sorry, the number you have dialed cannot be reached at the moment.
Go back to 999.
What the hell's going on with the emergency services?
Are you delivering CPR now, Justin?
Yeah, it isn't. I'm doing chest compressions.
I'm starting to move.
Oh, great. Okay, he's moving.
Is he okay? Check for a pulse.
I don't know. Yeah, I check for pulse and air. I put my face near your face to check for air.
Yeah, you would do that.
to check for breathing.
That's the official.
People don't come back with CPR. That's what?
People can come back with CPR. Are you?
Very
Can I
rare.
feel breath?
No.
That's why I'm checking for a
All
pulse.
right. Are you still moving?
Yes.
Well,
I'm starting to make slight kind of groping motions with my
Okay.
arms, and a noise a little bit like. "Ugh!"
Don't judge me for this, guys. But the first thing I would do in this situation is roll him out onto his side and check his airways to see if they're clear with my hands.
Yeah, that's
And that is exactly what you would. That is exactly what you would do in an emergency situation,
Yeah,
and so I
that's
do
fair.
it.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay.
I reach my hand into your throat and check to see if it's obstructed by vomit or anything else.
Okay.
This
Right.
is very
Yeah,
reasonable.
no,
we're reeling
that's
this.
absolutely reasonable. I'm going to need some dice.
So don't kill me straight off, mate.
Okay. I'm going to take a positive die.
I've got first aid CPR thing. If that like
Nah, I'm not really. I'm not rolling to see how well you do. I have a positive die. I would say so. I'm not being helped by anyone, obviously.
I
However,
think Justin's kind of helping.
yeah, I am somewhat helped by the fact that you have your hand in my mouth, so I'm going to take a die for that.
I'm sorry.
No, this is perfectly
Yeah,
reasonable.
it's
This is good.
I would try and save Matt's life, even if it meant sticking my hand down his vomit and blood-filled throat.
I'm glad of that. That is good.
This is stressful already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to something
Oh,
so
okay.
quickly.
This is actually quite interesting. That's an interesting thing. Okay, I'll remember. I was just looking up how these basically how it affect people. So that's
Great.
interesting. So that's so yeah. I've
Good to
taken
know.
2 positive dice. I will take a. I'm taking a negative die because I'm kind of not fully zombie powered yet.
What?
Like, I'm
You're a
kind of
zombie?
You're a zombie.
what? When did this happen? I'll also take. It's quite. I mean, it is quite tough to actually bite through someone's flesh.
Yeah.
And I haven't got any cuts on my hands.
So I'll take 2. I'll take 2 a further 2 negative dice. So
Thank
here
you.
we go. So those are removed. Those are not, however. So that's a single success. So Justin, could you take 1 point of physical stress? As I'm basically starting to chew hard
Yeah.
on your hand.
I immediately draw my hand.
I've torn the skin. I haven't done I haven't bitten through a tendon or anything, but it's a very sore kind of bite.
Right.
I bit hard on that. I bit down so hard on that you can see my jaw slightly dislocating.
Wow. Okay. I shout immediately and withdraw my hand if I can withdraw my hand from your mouth.
Yeah, you can. I've kind of gnawed on it and then let go.
I was also
What?
trying to
I
feel your
say
pulse while this
he
is going
fucking
on.
bit me.
What?
He fucking bit me. Sam, have a look at this. I wash it under the tap.
I was also feeling your pulse while he was doing that.
Yeah, I've still got no pulse.
Okay. Shit. I'm stepping back and going, shit, what the hell's going on?
Okay.
He didn't have,
Respect that shit.
he didn't have any breath, did he?
Yeah.
I'm
Sharon, you
out.
start outside.
I'm out in the street, like
Yeah.
probably walking down the street to the
You-
end where
yeah.
they're at the crossroads.
Jojo, can you get me some disinfectants? Check under his.
Yeah,
under
I'm
his
searching through
whatever.
cupboards now.
You fucking bit me.
The hell?
Matt, you dickhead. If you survive this, I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
I don't think he's alive.
No, he's moved.
He has no pulse.
I'm kind of starting to climb to my feet in a very slow, awkward way, kind of pulling on the bath to try and get myself up.
Matt, what the fuck is up? You just bit me.
That's
I'm just kind of shouting, I don't think he's alive!
the least terrifying zombie noise I think I've ever made.
Alright, shut up, Matt. Like,
It's fine, it's an early zombie.
What the hell are you guys doing?
how do you look?
I look really bad.
Right.
Some more blood is bubbling out of my mouth. My eyes are slightly rolled back into my head, and I'm kind of swinging my arms around, grasping with my hands.
Alright, I duck out the bathroom and swear at you a lot more. Just like...
Shabadoo, I believe you ran out into the street. The street is fairly empty. You notice weirdly a couple of the doors on houses are just open.
Weird.
And there's a couple of other people kind of poking their heads out of the door because there's actually quite a lot of sirens in the distance now. At the end of one road, at the far end of the road, near the pub, there's someone just kind of shambling around in the middle of the road. Literally just aimlessly shambling around.
But I see no actual ambulances or like...
No.
Okay.
No, you don't.
But you might, at this point, would you hear us shouting that you're okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would.
Okay.
I'm shouting pretty fucking loud now.
Well, I'm gonna run back here if I hear people like shouting from inside. And what's going on?
I'm just saying, oh shit. Did any of you guys see the fucking bite? He was bitten on the back of his neck.
Dude, just find me some fucking...
Oh, I don't know. There's nothing here.
What? Is he okay?
Can I do a search?
I'm starting to stagger out of the bathroom. So who's the closest?
Me.
Probably still Justin.
Yeah.
I'm basically staggering towards you,
Yeah.
still moaning, with my arms outstretched towards you.
Alright, I'm backing away, going to move away from you. And,
What?
Sam, right, where are you?
I'm
Jojo?
in the kitchen bit there.
Okay, well, I'm probably with you down there.
Yeah.
And I say that...
I'll just stand up.
Have you got anything?
I was very, very poorly searching for disinfectant while this was going on.
Okay, yeah, you find some underneath the sink.
Okay,
I
that's
take this probably one of the first places you'd look, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So yeah, you find some
I'm
bleach
just
under the
holding
sink.
it.
I would imagine you're not looking for bleach, right?
I don't know what I was looking
Look,
for.
let's just...
Like disinfectant for people.
For people,
Yeah.
Like
No, there's none under there.
alcohol or
I wouldn't have
mouthwash.
thought that far ahead and just failed. That's
Yeah,
fine.
no.
Did you look in the fridge?
No.
Okay, then no, you haven't found any.
Okay, well then... I say we should get out. Like, Matt's clearly like,
What the fuck is going on?
What is he doing?
And I have
Like,
the door.
what?
I'm just walking backwards away from you, backing up.
All as this is happening, I'm shambling forwards. You are now about halfway, I'd guess, across this living room here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting out the door.
Matt, is this a really shit joke?
He's dead. He's not fucking alive.
Come on, John, let's get out of here.
Oh, we're just leaving.
I'm
right?
out the door. You can come or not.
Right.
Come on.
All right.
Is everyone at the house?
I'm backing up in front of him, but yeah, I'm there.
Alright, we'll lock the door. I'm out. So get out, Sam. Lock the door.
There, grab keys and leave.
Why? Where are my keys?
They're in the door.
They're in
It wasn't
the
the
door.
door.
Oh, they're in the. There they are on. Yeah, they are on roleplay days. Yeah, they're in the door. So are you just going out and literally locking the door behind you?
Yes. I tend to lock the door. It takes me a few seconds.
Shove the keys through the letterbox.
For shaking.
See if he gets better, he can look and get himself out.
He won't need these.
Just shove him through the letterbox. Let's go.
Fine, I do.
Right.
Okay. After about 20 seconds of you presumably just standing outside the door in a bit of shock,
Putting your shoes actually on.
probably. Yep. You can just hear a rhythmic on the other side of the door.
Matt?
Did you get any emergency services or anything?
No, they're engaged.
Well, cool.
Or
Well,
There are, you can hear a lot of ambulances, but there's
Spoke-
no... I couldn't find any.
Well, cool. I need to get home and disinfect this. I don't know what's going on it, but you can have
yeah.
blood that he's vomiting up. I'd rather just do that. She might come back to mine
We might as well go somewhere.
because I don't know what the hell's going on.
But we
But
can't just leave, like, Matt here. What
we
is
can,
going on?
and we are.
Well,
because
something's
he's clearly
clearly
acting
going on.
violently, and I don't even know. He's not himself.
He's clearly ill.
He's got the keys. He can let himself out if he needs to.
But he's clearly ill. Like, we should at least get somebody to
Yeah,
help
well,
him.
but
Like,
like
who?
We're gonna.
What were we
I
going
know.
to do?
Well, look, we'll call up ambulance in a few hours' time. There might be like we'll free by then. We'll send someone over to him. But I'm not going back inside there. And I really appreciate with all these sirens going on. I'm like, let's just get to mine.
What the fuck is going
See
on?
what's going on.
Seeing as the person least engaged in that conversation was John, you notice that the person at the end of the road who was kind of shambling around aimlessly is now definitely kind of shambling in your direction. They're about halfway down this road coming towards you. You can see it's a woman in a kind of, I guess, in an Asda uniform. They don't look well.
We're starting a
I'm
conversation.
They
going
look
to-
pretty much like I did.
I'm going to shout, but not too loud. You alright, love?
I look over.
She makes a loud groaning noise, very analogous to the one I was making.
Right, turn around, we're leaving.
I just
Let's
go,
go.
oh,
What the fuck is
Ju-
going
Almost,
on?
almost like an echo. You hear one from inside my house being made by me.
Are you guys going back to
I
mine?
start running down the
Or
street.
shall I go? Shall I do you want me to join you guys later? Like,
We'll go back with you.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah, so we head back to mine, which is about a 10-15 minute walk away from here.
Mm-hmm. Walking briskly.
10 minutes we walk briskly.
Okay, along the way, you see kind of the streets are very quiet. When you walk past windows, people seem to be sat around their televisions, staring at the screen, looking quite alarmed.
Could we see any of those televisions if people are looking at them?
It seems to be in news reports.
I happen to know that there are big widescreen TVs on that road that you can look into and watch the news from. Should you be interested? And they never close the curtains. So
No, they never do.
So you could probably catch. I bet you could catch. You might even be able to catch. I don't know how good your eyesight.
If it's obvious that they're watching the news, I would just check the news on my phone.
They're watching news reports. A lot of it seems to be kind of helicopter footage of streets with people on it.
You check the news.
I'm
watching while you're checking the news.
I'll check the news on my phone.
There seems to be... It's quite confused. There are quite a lot of reports of kind of increased violence in the streets all around the world. It seems to be happening kind of everywhere. And it seems to be linked to people being sick in some way, like reports of sick people attacking people.
What the fuck is going on?
So it doesn't seem to be... You know, this seems to be happening in a lot of places. There's very typical kind of government, kind of everyone stay calm, remain indoors. You know, secure your doors. It's fine. The police will handle this essentially.
We really need to get inside. Like, this is so weird.
It seems to be. Fuck.
All right. Can I take? Okay, should we go to mine? Or can we get to mine without any fuss?
Yep, sure.
Right.
Do you see anyone else on the way?
No, the streets are mostly empty. There's a couple of people kind of walking hurriedly around. As you walk kind of closer to Justin's house, further down, I'll just use street names, further down Bishopthorpe Road, kind of where the walls start, you can see basically a police car that has crashed into a lamppost.
Jesus.
One door of it is open, and you can kind of see some kind of movement, kind of figures moving around the car, but you can't really see from this distance. So it's up to you whether you want to get a bit closer or whether you just want to go straight to your house.
I want to go straight to mine.
I think we go straight. We
I
gotta get inside.
I go a bit closer.
I guess Sam's not worth it. Come on.
Then, okay.
Right. Easily swayed.
You picked the right feature. That's really cool. Okay, no, so you heading straight to your house?
Yeah.
Okay. As we discussed previously, so your girlfriend's away visiting.
She's
visiting family.
We passed the GP surgery, which is on my road, putting it out there, and get to my place. In fact,
there seems to be quite a few people in the GP surgery.
Yeah. How does my hand look? Does it look really bad already, or does it look like how does it? How would I?
Are you taking time to evaluate your stress and turn it into a trauma?
What I'm looking to do is to think if it looks really bad, I'll just go into the GP straight away and go, I've got a wound.
I mean, it looks like someone's gnawed on your hand.
I'll probably just do that, like, because the nurse is in there, so I'll just go, like, guys, my phone, just put it to the GP and get it sorted out there, because they'll do it proper.
Is it close? It's close to your house, right?
It looks, literally on my street.
If there's an outbreak of something, the GP is the worst place to go.
They've got better, like, cleaning stuff, like, antiseptic stuff than I've got.
Maybe they'll
You've also maybe got a whole building full of sick.
Maybe they'll know something about what the illness is, though. We should go see what's going on anyway.
Yeah. I do that. And you guys do not mind. Or you can go, I'll give you my keys.
I'm coming with you.
I'll give you my keys and just say you can get indoors my house. I don't have a TV, but at least you've got Wi-Fi there and things like that.
I'll come in with you.
Alright.
I'm gonna go to your house.
Yeah, I'll give you my keys. Give you my keys and I'll do that.
Okay, so in the GPs, there are quite a few people kind of standing there, basically berating the receptionist.
Yeah.
Like, we need to see them now, and there's quite a few people with kind of who are either ill or panicked, to be honest. A couple of people just seem to be there because they're panicked.
Yeah.
But there is at least there's one guy in a kind of like a high-vis jacket who's basically leant in the corner near the receptionist but not talking to her, and he's kind of got his eyes closed and he seems to have some kind of fever, and he's shivering and holding his forearm, which appears to be a bite.
Okay, I'm really not. Is there a long queue? We're in Britain, so we're going to walk. Is there a queue?
There ain't a queue.
Oh, so I can just go up to the front desk and...
You can't... Well, there's a crowd of people around her.
Oh, it's Britain. They don't look crap. So is it how long does it take to get to the front desk? Pushing
well, no one's being seen.
Right.
Like, she's just basically trying to tell people to be calm.
Okay, if I'm there for like a minute or two, if I wait for a minute or two to see what happens, like, is anyone...
Nothing is going to happen in a minute or two.
Right.
Unless you absolutely physically force your way to the front of the
Then I'll
queue.
just say, well, it's just not worth it, so that's fine. I'll see him later.
Are you waiting for a minute or two, or are we going straight out?
But I'll wait a minute, and then when nothing happens,
Well-
and then nothing changes, I'll come back.
While that's happening, I just look around and ask people like if anyone knows what's going on briefly.
No one's paying attention to you at all.
Doesn't surprise me, yeah.
The only person not interacting with the receptionist is the guy, and he's off in the world of his own.
Okay.
You're not even sure he's aware of anything.
But I do I use, because there's always antiseptic, antibacterial things everywhere in the GP surgery. I cover my hand in that.
Yeah, there's first aid kits on the
Yeah,
walls.
and I use those to. I've got first aid as a thing.
Does it look like there's a number of first aid kits on the walls? Is it just a youth?
There are, but well, I mean, are you proposing to steal them?
Well, if there's more than 2 or 3, then yes.
There's not more than 2 or 3.
Okay, then.
No.
I would like to use a first aid kit on myself, and take time to address my wound situation if we have the time.
I mean, yeah, you can take as much time as you want, really.
I mean, to convert my stress to a trauma. Well,
Yeah. No, I get that. There's no actual direct healing thing in this, like rules as far as I can tell. But what I might do is, but you've only got like one.
Yeah, is it
One
worth
stress,
Is it
haven't you
worth
said?
converting it
But
to trauma?
this is all that
If
you
you're
would
gonna-
you would sort out your hand anyway.
But it's a question: would you? I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
definitely.
taking care of yourself,
100%.
that is exactly converting stress to
Yeah.
trauma. That's exactly what the mechanic is.
Because I definitely wouldn't. Yeah.
So in that case, if you could move if you could note down that you have if you remove your point of stress,
Yeah.
and you have another level 1 trauma, but hold on a second and let me tell you what to write down.
Zombie bite. I'm so upset. I'm gonna be a zombie like second day of the game.
This is totally reasonable because you would be. So I don't mean use it.
Yeah, I know.
Someone
Like
would be.
literally, that's exactly how it would have gone down.
Could you just note down bite?
I'm gonna put brackets Matt Zombie.
So we're now in your place, freaking out.
Yeah, and I'm treating my
While you're at the GP's, I was running around your house trying to find a first aid kit if you have one. If you don't, any sort of antiseptic salve, or at the very least, like
you
one of the bottles
would
of wine from the
quickly
fridge.
come across my partner's medical box, which has got fuck tons of medicine in for everything.
Right.
Literally, like every single thing that could happen to you, she's got something in there for that.
Right.
So,
That's quite
which is really handy.
Yeah, I'll propel.
Her mum's a
an
nurse,
antiseptic
so
napkin.
like,
I would be trying to call an ambulance on my phone, and if not on, like, do you have a landline?
I don't have a landline. I'm a
Yeah.
student, mate. Like, it's like,
We have a landline.
whatever.
Just on my phone then.
Okay. 999 is now not engaged. It is throwing back the same. This number cannot be reached.
Cool, great, fantastic.
That's
Right.
not good.
I take it you're further checking the news and
Yeah.
watching news streams and stuff on
Yeah.
phones and
Yeah, yeah.
like yeah.
We don't have
Um,
TV.
Basically, there seem to have been reports since kind of later this morning, around 9 or 10, of kind of widespread police being caught out with a raised incident of people just being assaulted, especially around hospitals and morgues and a few graveyards seem to be hotspots. It seems to be sick people who people seem to be being diagnosed as dead, and then they seem to just be getting up and attacking people. So there's kind of talk of kind of disease control and quarantine lockdowns and stuff like that, and everyone is just being assured, stay in your homes, lock your doors, you'll be safe.
Just like a flipping zombie movie.
So we turn up now. So what the fuck is going on then?
I don't know.
999 just doesn't work at all.
What?
Like, it just doesn't connect. It said, like, a voice comes on and says, you can't reach this number or something.
I immediately dial 999.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't
Fucking
connect.
hell.
Seriously though, it is like a fucking zombie movie.
Justin, dunk your hand in this. Antiseptic.
Alright, yeah, fine. I've treated it. I've treated it already just as well.
Yeah, but I don't know
Alright,
that.
cool. Oh, okay. I've treated them. I've shown the bandaging and it all looks lovely and things.
Right.
Okay. Tell you what, give me a So it would probably be a mental roll, wouldn't it? I would imagine
For
healing, like for treating yourself.
like this first aid one, which is
We'll give you a roll. So that's a positive die to begin with,
and the one for my CPR first aid,
and one for your CPR first aid. You've got John helping you, so that's another one. And the difficulty is going to be 2, and you're getting an extra negative.
4.
Just roll.
Right. So any that cancel out, that cancels out.
No, they don't cancel out.
Sorry, so what am I saying? Sorry.
Only negative.
I was colourblind for a second.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's against your logic.
1 success
and 3 points of physical stress.
And 3 points of mental stress.
Mental stress, yeah, sorry. So you add 3 points of mental stress. That's largely because your bite looks really bad. It looks really inflamed around the edges. And it's not stopping bleeding.
Not stopping bleeding. I'm like,
Ice. Ice will help
I've
congeal.
got ice in the freezer and get some of that out and ice bandages, things.
Although, if it's infected, ice is one of the worst things we can do. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what to do either. I'm just gonna like have it up and like bandage with lots of stuff and then like bedding.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
I'm looking out the windows and just saying, it is like a fucking zombie film though. Like Matt was bitten by something. I saw it on the back of his neck.
yeah, mate. Let's not talk about that. Okay,
No,
I was bitten
really,
by Matt.
Really,
Like-
you've seen what's happened though.
Yeah. All right. Look, it's not like a zombie film. It's not gonna happen. Like, it's just something weird. Okay, and then
Something fucking weird. You can't get through to the emergency services. Everyone's going fucking crazy. Did you see that first aid place?
Mate, we're just not talking about it.
It's just a weird disease.
Yeah, it's just a weird disease.
They weren't ready for it. Like,
So what the fuck was Matt doing then?
I don't know. Just
He was dead.
He wasn't dead.
He had no
He was
pulse
obviously-
and no breath.
He was obviously not dead. Like, you could, like, he was moving around.
Maybe you just panicked and missed it.
Are you
Pretty
guys?
sure I
Are you
did.
guys gonna head home, or you guys? Not saying you have to get out of my house, obviously, but like, are you guys planning to stick around here, or like what? Because I don't want to be like alone. Like particularly, I'm sorry. I know it sounds really like stupid, but
I don't know.
I don't really want to be alone.
I don't know.
And yeah, I mean, they said on the news report, was it like they're around hospitals and things?
Mm-hmm.
I know we are right next to a GP, and like
But they also said stay inside.
they did.
Like, I don't know, it's like half an hour walk home.
It is.
Stay here, I say.
I think we should stay here.
Alright.
Fuck is going on?
We also live next to a GP, so that's...
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
And
Yeah.
I live quite near a GP, not that matters now. But
Isn't it great, the British healthcare system?
Yeah.
Where's the GP?
Down near Fulford. On the way to the bus stop.
This is actually
To
what
get to
someone
the bus
asked.
stop.
It actually
As a GP.
in real
Community
life.
health, mate.
Never seen that. Oh, that one. That's miles away.
You're so retarded. Like, and this is exactly the conversation that we're going in the game as well.
Yeah. No, I probably
bloody hell.
wouldn't ask that.
You would. Right. Do you want to play board game?
I'm glad to know that should I ever fall deathly ill and basically try and kill you, then your immediate reaction will be just, let's just play a board game.
Don't know what else I'm going to do.
I think I want to just keep watching the news for a bit.
Keep trying emergency services.
Fine.
I'm going to abandon news. I'm going to check social media. Like Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter.
It's basically going crazy. Hashtag global illness and hashtag zombie are trending.
Oh, it's useful.
Usually.
There's quite a lot of quite disturbing pictures doing the rounds, including one from Rio de Janeiro of basically what looks like a mass of rioters, except they're all ill and they're all kind of swarming towards a group of police who are trying to hold them off.
How's your hand, Justin?
How's my hand?
Still hurts.
Is it still bleeding?
You can't tell you wrapped it in ice.
That's true. It hurts. But thanks for asking.
Keep an eye on it.
Does it hurt a lot?
Yeah, it's quite painful.
Is it like? Yeah, but like, is it like having a really bad toothache painful and you can't think of anything else? Because I'll take some painkillers if it's really bad.
It's definitely bad. Definitely bad enough for painkillers.
Yeah, I'll take some. I've got some codeine painkillers upstairs. I'm going to take left over. So I'll take some of those.
Okay. So, time wears on then, I suppose. More and more reports on social media and the news of this kind of thing. Quite a lot of them now are coming in from London, where apparently the tube has had to shut down because of people being repeatedly attacked.
This is pretty bad.
This is fucking awful.
I think this is... I
Oh.
can't remember anything ever seeming as bad as
I think
this.
this is like a fucking zombie movie.
Oh my god! Look, seriously, Sam. Look, this isn't helping my stress right now. Like, you know, can we not?
I don't
talk
feel like
about
anything's going to help our stress right
It?
now.
Yeah, but you could at least not talk about it, couldn't you? Jesus. I said bleeding everywhere. There's some food in the freezer. You can get out, have some dinner or something.
Not hungry right now.
You can hear a kind of banging coming from opposites, like the other side of the street from you. It doesn't sound like it sounds like someone hammering something.
Cool. We'll look out the window.
Obviously.
Whoever is opposite to you on the street is hammering planks over their windows.
There's a family man. There's a man who's got 3 kids. Let's go.
I've probably been looking out the window all the time and been sitting there, so if anything else has happened, that's not.
This is like the 4th round of tea, right? It's like
After about half an hour after that starts, he's still going. He's hammering boards over the windows upstairs as well. There is you can kind of hear a commotion towards the end of the street, kind of this end of the street where, so you can't see it from your window, but there's something going on. You can hear raised voices.
there's a dead end street, by the way. Just tell you.
All right. Well, yes, it's from the non-dead end then.
The one with the health place.
The one with the GP on
The
it.
one with the GP.
I'm going to crack the door open and poke my head out.
Yeah.
There is a police officer dressed in riot gear, kind of backing away from two sick-looking individuals, just dressed in kind of business suits, who are staggering towards him. He's pointing a handgun at them and basically telling them to basically kind of drop to the ground, back off,
Keep
put
watching.
their hands on their head.
Which way is he pointing? I mean, is he...
He's facing away from you, so he's kind of
Okay.
backing towards you. He's still quite a way away though, because your road's quite long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or longish.
So
he's about-
like 60 metres away.
Yeah, so he's about 30 feet away still. But he's kind of slowly backing, because they're not fast, but they are moving towards him and letting out deep, horrible groans.
Zombies.
There's a couple of other people kind of poking their head out and looking.
There's a police officer and a couple of guys. I don't know.
Does he look like he's like about to be attacked by them, or he's backing up securely?
He's backing up securely.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just keep watching them.
He gets about another 10 feet and then quite kind of obviously tenses up and just starts shooting. He shoots about 3 rounds into the chest of the one in front. They do not stop.
Fucking zombies.
You don't
As
see
soon
this,
as
mate.
there was
Right.
gunfire, I duck back into the house.
I'm still
Because
watching.
loud
It is-
noises.
It is very loud.
All
I'm
right.
still
Is
watching.
someone shooting?
Yeah.
He's not doing anything though. They don't care.
So everyone is inside, no one's watching.
I'm
or
watching.
Only.
Oh.
Okay.
I was.
Have you got your head at the door
Yeah,
as well?
I was looking at the door when she was.
He is very visibly taken aback by this and kind of dashes back a bit, stands and takes full aim, kind of aims for a good 5 seconds or so,
Yeah.
and lets off a round, and I mean their head half explodes and they collapse onto the ground.
Okay.
He staggers back a good 6 or 7 feet and then just throws up on the side of the road.
What, the policeman?
Yeah.
There's still another.
Not normal throwing up.
Yeah. There's still
Yeah,
another.
the other zombie, it's a good like 20 feet or so away from him, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check around see if there's anyone else out in the street at this point.
There's quite a few other people kind of poking their heads out, but they're all kind of just looking shocked. And
No one else in the street visibly.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a back way you can get through Roundtree Park to get to yours by Millennium Bridge, so wouldn't we go through town?
It's fine. We're alright for the moment.
Okay.
I'm just watching him.
Who's shooting?
A policeman just shot 2 people, I guess, whatever the fuck they are, and didn't do anything. They didn't care until he shot one of them in the head.
Shot him in the head?
Yeah, that stopped them. That's all that fucking stopped them.
God.
Like he fired 3 shots that would have killed any other person.
So are they both down?
No, only one of them's down.
What's he doing?
I'm watching now.
He's kind of wiped his mouth and he's backing away further. He shouts, "Shut your doors! Get back in!"
He's still quite close to us then.
He's like right in front of you now,
Okay, fair enough.
and he's kind of waving for everyone to shut their doors. He then kind of stops, takes aim again, slowly, fires, misses, fires again, hits him in the head,
Okay.
and they go down as well.
Okay. I'll stand there for a second, just fucking staring at him. He doesn't do anything, I guess.
No, he's kind of stood there in shock. He still has his gun up.
You just shut the door.
I don't shut the door.
Shut the fucking door, Sam.
Well, you might know something.
He just told you to shut the door.
Sam, I'm going to have to make you make a roll for easily swayed.
That's cool. Well, I feel like Termin is also stopping me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Take a positive die.
Yeah.
And take a. No one is encouraging you not to keep the door open. So take a negative die for standard difficulty.
Yeah.
Take a negative die for your easily swayed.
Yeah.
And take a negative die because they're actively telling you to shut the door.
Yeah.
And that's it. So what is your empathy?
My empathy is 2.
Oh, and it doesn't matter because you've removed your only positive die and negative die. Okay, you need to shut the door and you gain 2 points of social stress.
Okay.
Which I suggest would be you being really pissed off that they're telling you what to do.
Probably
That's
not.
fair.
Very, very anxious about it. I didn't want to leave that guy outside.
Okay. You shut the door.
I'm currently sheltering by or under the desk that you have by the window, out of range of any gunshots. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm watching him out the window now.
After a couple of minutes, he kind of puts his gun down and just runs off out the street.
This has gone down.
As in, was it down, not dropped on
Yeah,
the
well,
floor?
he holsters
Holsters
his gun. Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Sorry, Sam. Do you want to take 5 minutes to convert that? Stress to
I'm not doing that yet. I don't think I would do that yet.
Jesus.
Okay then.
Right.
Should we be like blocking our window or something, like the guy across the street?
Maybe?
Do you want to talk to him?
I'm guessing he's inside now anyway.
Is he?
Who?
The guy across the door window who across the way who was boarding up his house.
Well, he stopped boarding as soon as the gunshot started. So
Smart.
doesn't seem to be. You can't see what's going on now over there.
I'm just standing at that window glaring at the bodies out in the street that were shot, and I've been doing that for the past half hour or so.
Have some food.
Okay. About 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's definitely it's dark now. Anyone who is there anyone listening to anything loud or anything like that, or you're just kind of sat around?
If anyone is listening to anything loud, I will ask them to turn it down.
Okay.
Well, I probably would have put some music on to just chill out, but would be respectful of turning it off.
At some point in the distance, you can hear automatic weapon fire. Which I'm guessing none of you have ever particularly heard before.
Not
Maybe.
in real life.
Okay. Well, then you recognise it as automatic.
If anyone asks me,
It's rifle fire.
Yeah.
It goes on for about 10 minutes and then stops.
Mm-hmm.
It's sporadic, it's not like a constant barrage, but...
Who would be using automatic weapons?
Military. 10 people have it.
There's the barracks right over the river.
Mm-hmm. A lot of automatic weapons there.
So it means the military's getting involved.
Doesn't surprise me.
God, I feel so
That
sick.
pistol did fuck all, so.
I've never even heard of anything like this. Like, this is by far... What is happening? Like, nothing like this ever happens.
At this point, I think I immediately get up and decide to search your entire house for some sort of weapon. And voice that to you.
Right,
Spontaneously. I don't think I'm particularly asking you though, I'm just looking through whatever I can.
right, I'll let you do it then. You'll find knives aplenty.
Yeah, I'll
Kitchen
probably
knives.
grab a large knife. Among
Kitchen
other things.
knife. Yeah. You could if you I'd rather you didn't start breaking my house apart, but there are you could find
This is the conversation.
club type items.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want you to break my house apart. If you tried, I'd tell you to fuck off. I'd kick you out of my house.
I'm searching around your house without breaking it.
Yeah, cool.
I probably
Knife. Probably a knife.
the
is
best
the
thing I
you
find is probably a knife. Yeah.
I don't. I have lots of knives and utility knives and things. But
I
a kitchen knife is
probably
most
take
offensive.
your entire drawer of all cutlery out, like sharp cutlery, and put it near the front
I have
door.
a lot of sharp cutlery.
Put it near the front door.
Enough about cutlery.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay. Are we doing anything in particular? It's probably edging towards like 11 at night or something now.
I'm still checking social media
I would say everyone gets some
and
sleep.
also probably news sites.
I'm collecting tins and filling up bottles of water if I find any of yours.
Yeah, there's a bottle of water. I bring down bedding and stuff, and there's stuff to sleep on downstairs.
A couple of news sites seem to be like offline or only sporadically accessed. You suspect they're being hit a lot and they can't cope with it. BBC is still working. It's basically more of the same, with a few reports from various countries saying basically there's a couple of reports from countries saying nothing wrong is happening with us, like just statements of everything's fine, there's no incidents.
What
there's
sort
no
of
thing.
countries?
Russia, China,
Yeah.
North Korea.
North Korea. No, North Korea has not made a statement. Russia, China.
What is the?
I hesitate to say countries like that, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
That means bupkis.
What's the middle class white 21 to 43-year-old Reddit opinion? Because that's what I only. That's the only thing I care about.
Quite a lot of people on social media are saying conspiracy. This
Right.
is all some kind of like. Quite a lot of people think it's essentially like a test, like a drill for disease, like horrible disease outbreaks. Quite a lot of people. There's a lot of memes doing around like, "Aha, zombie apocalypse is here," sort of thing.
I stay so.
But along with that, there are a lot of photos of kind of attacks happening in various countries around the globe. The one thing that seems to be going massively viral at the moment is a video from Paris being shot from halfway up the Eiffel Tower of kind of a large group of shambling individuals kind of directly beneath the person, who are kind of slowly clambering up the stairs towards people who are kind of trapped halfway up the Eiffel Tower. And there's a lot of kind of people panicking and screaming, and then the camera kind of pans around for a second, and then you can see like a person falling from above the kind of next layer up on the Eiffel Tower, and then the camera just kind of shuts down.
Yeah.
And that's quite popular at the moment.
I'm going to go upstairs to bed, and I'd like to also convert my mental trauma for my first aid thing to mental stress to trauma.
Okay. So, how much?
It's three in one, level 1.
It's 3 in level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a level 1 mental trauma, and we'll just call it kind of bite concern or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still vastly overpreparing in useless ways now.
That's fine. You can actually probably find a lot of useful tools.
Yeah,
but
I'm
not very
probably
much
doing
offensive
all
stuff.
of that sort of stuff. Gathering literally anything useful I find in your entire house.
I
in
have
kind
my
of one area.
my bike and stuff.
Probably not your bike. Anything that I could reasonably move across your house, I move in kind of one area. Probably that corner in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where the table goes.
Okay.
I definitely don't sleep.
Don't sleep at all.
No. I might sort out my social stress.
Okay, sure. So you want to convert that to a trauma?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a level 1 trauma. What shall we call it? Frustration with Sam and Justin?
Yeah, probably. Although I don't think it's specifically due to that.
Is it feelings of rejection?
No, probably not.
Okay. So anyone with kind of level 1 traumas, if you want to take, like, they take a day to heal, essentially. So if you want to concentrate on healing them in this following day coming up, let me know. You can only heal on one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll, basically we take a test at the end of the day. And if you haven't undergone further stress in that particular area on that day, then, you know.
I would like to heal my bite, please.
Okay. And I take it you want to heal your social trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
Engage
don't get
yourself.
involved in any conflict with those two today.
That's gonna be tough.
I think
Yeah.
my trauma, I feel like actually is probably everyone. I don't feel like anyone else is taking this seriously. That's my social.
I'd like you to understand. I'm so much stress right now.
So okay, it's obviously up to people whether or not they sleep. So Justin, you are going to try to go to sleep. Sam, you said you're specifically not going to sleep. John and Sam?
I am going to sleep, I think.
Okay.
I won't be in the front.
The sofa's in the front room, like
Right next to the window.
yeah, right next. Well, yeah, but it's double glazed, like, you know, and you've got curtains closed. No reason for anyone to come in. I mean, people are welcome to share. I'm not opposed to going to the bedroom, and you know, either sharing the bed or on the floor space. That's fine. Depends what you want to do. But the kitchen's really cold to sleep in because it's a kitchen.
If I'm sleeping, I would sleep in the bedroom at least.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm fine. That's fine. I don't mind.
I'm downstairs anyway, running around, making lots of noise.
I'm probably stay up very late, and then at times when everyone should be asleep, I'll try again to call emergency services, thinking like maybe there's less people calling at 3 in the morning or something.
No.
Do you want to give Matt a text and see if he's okay?
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Before I head up to bed, if you're still pottering around preparing things, I'm going to say to you, if something happens in the middle of the night, shout.
I will.
Don't try and sort it yourself.
I won't.
Cool. What size feet you got, by the way, of interest?
5.5.
Yeah, I'll fit my girlfriend's shoes if you want to borrow her walking stuff, should you want to.
Got my docs.
So you're fine then. Didn't know what you'd be wearing.
Okay. So in the morning, everyone presumably gets up.
Uneventful night. While I was out downstairs.
Yeah, nothing happened out in the street. Social media and news sites are more or less kind of saying the same thing. The British government has said that elements of the military have been dispatched to trouble areas and kind of, you know, remain calm, stay in your homes when you can. All schools are closed, all kind of public services are closed.
It is a Sunday though.
It is a Sunday. Yes, it is. So yeah, that wouldn't happen.
But they might be closed in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, basically all of them are closed until, you know, further notice. So yeah, just that. Really.
I would definitely make a stiff cup of tea for everyone.
Thanks.
And then probably see about making a group breakfast. If I can, using any food that I think people wouldn't.
Super surplus
Yes.
of eggs, bacon, sausages, fry pieces to do, bagels, cream
First
cheese.
You know how to do breakfast.
I do, and their supplies.
The first person to see me coming in the morning, I would have been sitting down in the kitchen eating a tin of beans, just like staring.
You'd like cold.
even though looking a bit
You would have
insane.
the ability to heat up beans. You'd be eating it from the tin and cold.
I'm eating it cold, yeah.
But you
You
would
basically like come downstairs and he's just standing there with like the shadow from a blind just falling across him, like, if you'd seen the things I've seen.
Grease paint already streaked
Yeah.
across his
But the
face.
thing is, that's literally how I imagine my cycle would be at
But
this
also,
point.
he'd
So.
also have done the washing up.
That's what I would have, yeah. I was around all night. I would have like tidied your downstairs
Yeah.
as well as gathering.
There's a
all
mop,
useful
by the way.
stuff.
You could, if you don't
That
feel
that
shy.
might happen. That might happen. Or I might have snapped them up and got a sharp bit of it.
That's
as well.
fine. Sharp plastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I shake my hands is the first thing I care about. I redress it and the rest of it.
Okay, it looks much the same as it did yesterday.
Cool.
So, just redress it, I guess.
That's good.
Actually, that's probably the first thing I say to you when I see you in the morning.
Yeah.
I've done it.
How's your hand?
I've done it. It is the same as yesterday.
As in still bleeding?
Is it still bleeding?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's really weird.
It's CP. It's not good. I'm sorry about I got stressed about yesterday, but I'd really rather not talk about it because it just really freaks me out. And if this is a zombie thing or whatever, I really it doesn't. If you just got a bit, it doesn't mean I've got it. But like, I just don't talk about it just in case. It will just put me in a bad place.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks.
Overnight, I also hit a knife.
Great.
Okay.
Where's my kitchen knife? I say like
You
trying to
don't
chop things up.
One of the knives that you probably wouldn't use so much.
I'm at some point I would definitely throw ibuprofen at you.
Yeah, I'm already dosed up.
He's just
Yeah.
like lying on the floor. He's like,
Yeah.
Do you guys want to play ball game?
Okay, so it's probably reached around 11 o'clock. Everyone's been fed. Social media and news are basically just saying exactly the same thing.
What's the look out the window?
The same. The guy opposite has like kind of basically like completely boarded up
Mounted turrets and
Yeah.
like,
boarded up the windows now. So yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but if we're going to head to yours at all, we probably would want to do it during the light of day, and it's a nice day outside and the rest of it. I'm happy you guys stay here, but if you want to go, I wouldn't mind going with
I
you.
feel like what we need to do now is everyone get a larger quantity of stuff that they want with them, and if we move anywhere, we take everything we need with us.
Yeah, I'm fine doing that. I can
Well,
grab
We can
one.
stay
wait,
here.
Wait. Why are we
don't
moving?
need. My point is, we don't need to move somewhere. We just need to have a large quantity of kit easily accessible that we can.
I
just
mean,
hold.
there's the Sainsbury's down the road. We can easily grab some stuff out. We might as well
will.
send out, get some, take some cash. I've got money upstairs and stuff.
I don't think we'll need that.
Not that you need to know that I have a secret stash of money in my bedroom, but
Now the entire
bank-
internet.
Everyone-
the bank's fail. Like, it's
Yeah.
But yeah.
You'll get home tonight and it'll already be gone, even way before I've actually uploaded and launched it.
My point is, we don't need to go anywhere. We just need to be ready.
Cool. Do you,
Alright.
do you guys want to pop Sainsbury's and
How many?
such brand mention here?
how
Pop
many-
up to the other stores are available.
How many bags do you have?
Loads. Like rucksack bags or
Yeah,
takeaway bags.
like proper carry bags.
I've got a few.
Okay, fair enough. If you can bring them all down, that'd be great.
That's fine. I'll bring you. I've got enough stuff to carry diving gear, so there's bags for days. There's there's like.
I start filling bags up with the things I think are useful unless anyone stops me.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to a shop.
Not immediately.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you go for it. I've got two rucksack like bags that you carry loads of stuff in. I've got a shoulder bag that's like a 50 litre, and I've got like carrier bag type, strong carrier bag type things. And I've got two rucksacks.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to go to the shop, we should go as soon as possible. Like, everyone else is going to be going to the shop.
You're right, actually.
Like, we...
Bring one of these empty bags and let's just go.
I agree.
Are we all going?
I'm going to stick around. I'll give you all the cash I have though to do stuff.
Yeah, you and me go then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I grab the largest knife I can find.
Alright, mate.
Okay. So I take it you're heading out and going around the corner to the
Yeah.
shop?
I seem
I'm
quite scary.
Very cautiously, like, looking.
Before you go, I'm going to make a note, like, among food and medical supplies, get, like, sanitary towels and tampons, because the tampons can be fire starters, the sanitary towels can be bandages, and they will be fucking gold dust.
If I see any, I'll grab.
We do have a shit upstairs though. But yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair.
So you head out and go around the corner to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
It is... The doors are closed.
Do I see any?
It is dark inside. And most of the front door has been smashed through with bricks.
Mm-hmm.
All the glass.
There's no one else we see on the way.
No. You can't help but note that the police car down the end of the road is still there. Still crashed into a lamppost.
Mm-hmm. Just ignore it now.
Is there, looking through the window to the shop, is there stuff, like, is there food on the shelves?
Yeah, well, a few things seem to have been pulled off the shelves, but, like, yeah, it's still mostly intact.
Okay, fair enough. Very cautiously and quietly moving up to the shop, see if there's anyone I can hear. Anything?
No, you can't hear anything.
Okay. Go inside then. Through one of the smashed windows, I guess.
Okay, you have to kind of manoeuvre through it because it is all broken glass.
Being careful.
Okay, so take a positive die.
Oh, Jesus, that hard?
You're manoeuvring through broken glass, yeah. So take a positive die.
I'll hold your bag or like anything you're carrying.
I'm a climber.
If
Does
that
that
helps.
No.
I probably wouldn't.
So take a positive die. Difficulty is 2 negative. Take another positive die for Sam helping you. Have you got any traits that help either way?
No, not really. Apart from...
Okay, go for it. So, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity's 3. I equalled it once.
Okay, so you do manage to get through, but you basically... You don't have a massive cut, you just kind of slice... You'll do a couple of slices open on your arm, basically.
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts, yeah, but
I swear.
you'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're through.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I handed you your bags or whatever.
Yeah, stay here and keep an eye out.
Okay, I'll keep watch.
I start reasonably indiscriminately grabbing things that look like they might be useful.
Sure, yeah, just throw a load of food in and...
Yeah.
After about a minute or so, Sam outside, you basically start hearing like a thumping noise from the kind of second floor of the shop building.
Okay. I call inside and say there's a weird noise coming from upstairs.
It seems to be coming from kind of the windows, just like you'll need to back up into the street.
I take a look then at the window.
There is someone in there in a Sainsbury's uniform who looks very sick, slamming themselves against the window and staring right at you.
I move back, like, kind of closer to the wall so they can't see me as easily, and I call it like, there's a person inside. They look really sick.
Yeah.
You should we should go soon, very soon.
I grab last stuff, filling bag, and come towards the door.
Did you get medical items?
I
don't
would have tried to
sell many medical items.
I would have tried to get what I could, but I imagine I got something.
Yeah.
Would you have at least have gotten alcohol?
Yes.
And you said like, never mind. You've
Alcohol,
got enough stuff to fit all the stuff we need to do.
I'll say you manoeuvre out the door without any further cutting up problems. And yeah, I take it you retreat.
Yeah.
I point out the door, like, look.
Reasonably rapidly. This is a big, heavy bag of food now.
They basically don't stop, kind of slowly banging themselves against the window, and you kind of turn the corner out of sight.
I get you to help me carry the bag back. 'Cause it's quite heavy now.
Oh, I see.
Okay, you reach. You head back to Justin's house.
There's a massive hardware store on the street.
On your street.
On Bishopville Road.
That could be handy.
There we go. You're back at Justin's house.
Mm-hmm.
I just realised there's a big hardware store on Bishopville Road.
Maybe later.
Okay, cool.
I fucking do this, so
Oh, what happened? Was there a thing there?
just glass.
Glass?
Someone don't have a bandage or anything.
I'll bandage it,
How much
pour it in whatever disinfectant we've
Yeah,
got.
he'll have some. How much did it cost?
It didn't cost anything.
Shop was closed.
The shop was a bit more than closed.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, fine.
I just put your money against your
Alright,
chest.
I'm not gonna. I won't pay too much attention to it. But yeah, fine, thanks.
We'll settle debts later.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
There was a person that they were like super sick.
I don't
They
know.
were just hitting the window upstairs.
Has Matt texted you back yet?
I'm assuming no.
I'm just,
Yeah,
shaking,
no.
I'm just shaking my head. That would change things.
I'm fine. I'm zombie lol. Winky face. Kiss kiss.
I'm outside.
Shut up. That's so creepy.
He hasn't texted me back, and I tried calling 999 again, like really early last morning, like 3 or 4, and it was still down.
I start like unpacking the bag and packing it into other bags,
Yeah.
generally being unhelpful but doing things anyway.
Okay.
While you're trying to bandage my arm, probably.
Sam, you're packing the heavy stuff on top of the light stuff. You'll crush everything.
Oh, he
Stop
always
it.
does this.
Trauma.
No.
So, is there anything else?
It's-
Is there anything else you're planning on
It's
doing?
still pretty early in the
If
day.
you're
isn't it?
assembling like a crash kit for like leaving
We should-
immediately, I'm going to take things like that I know to be useful, such as like my net cut for my diving kit and all the safety bags and the toolkits
Yeah.
that are easy transportable.
It's still pretty early in the day, so I imagine we're chatting about.
Yeah, like I'm putting clothes together
Yeah.
now. I'm with you on
Do you
the
have
whole.
any lighters?
Yeah, we have a lighter.
Theoretically, we're grabbing all of
And
the useful
candles
stuff
and
that's
things.
around the house.
We have coloured candles and stuff. And lighter.
I'm trying to get into 4 bags that we could 4 carry.
But why is our house better than this house?
I'm not saying we're trying to get to anywhere
I'm not saying
particular.
it
I
is.
just
I'm
want
saying-
everything in places that we
Okay.
can access.
And
If
I-
something goes wrong, we need to leave.
and I say I would like if I'm fit to cycle, which I probably will be, I would mind if I cycle. Like we should take a bike. They're really good transport.
Okay.
Because if I take mine and if we do go to yours, I mean, and I don't know why I'm thinking this. Maybe it's because I think I said because it's like because we're on a cul-de-sac and there's only one way in, one way out, which isn't the case with your street. Then you know, but I'd like if one of us cycled.
Okay.
That's
Or at least
fine.
bring the bike. It's worth
Exactly,
it.
it's worth it.
I think it's not bad they're trying to get to the hardware store as well.
Yeah.
If someone can.
Cool.
Okay, so you're about mid-afternoon now. You're about 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
What are the plans?
Are we going to try and get to the hardware store? We
Definitely.
packed stuff up now.
Definitely.
Did
If you've
we
got- if you've got
walk
pack
past?
bags-
Would we have walked past the hardware store?
No,
Oh, also,
Okay.
we walked past the GP. Anything there?
it was closed.
Completely closed.
Completely closed.
Was it smashed into all?
Yeah, was it smashed in?
No.
Yeah, no. Also, what was helpful was that whole road's completely closed up, so there's no like cars or anything there.
Hmm.
That's not relevant, but there's a chippy. Boiling live.
Don't think they'll be open.
Yeah, no. But if it's like 5 o'clock, I would have thought that we would want to go to check out the hardware store already, and just once we got all our bags packed for an emergency.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. 2 people should go to the hardware store as well.
So-
Personally, I'd rather not go with this arm, but
Mate,
I'll go.
So who's going to the hardware store?
Shabadoo and maybe John.
I guess I
do you
could.
know your way?
If John feels like I know my way, yeah.
It might make sense for you to go. if
All
you
right, cool.
know
I'll
your way,
go.
but
I'll go.
It's up to you if you want to go.
Not particularly.
No, I'm fine going. Like, it's been more than 24 hours since I got my bike. Now, is that enough time
Oh, yeah.
for the trauma stuff, or is
Same
it?
to me.
No, because you only started healing it this morning.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I'll go. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you head out and work your way back towards Bishopsthorpe Road. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. It's like just yeah.
Okay. As you kind of round the corner onto Bishopsthorpe Road, you see over by the kind of sculpture that's opposite the Sainsbury's, just in the little patch of grass.
Yeah.
There are 3 individuals in various. They are in fact in like hospital clothes, and they're just kind of standing there. They don't look good. There's some blood stains on their robes.
Let's head back.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we head back.
Okay. Courageous.
I'm not courageous. Or determined. If we had determined.
How far were we from the hardware place?
You'd have to go past them to get to it.
No, we can go a different way. If we can go a different way, which is like basically at the hardware store, like opposite it, because there's lots of different roads.
Okay.
Could we? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you want to? I take it you've backed off from
Yeah.
line of sight from them.
Yeah. What are we gonna get in a hardware store that's
I don't
that
know.
good?
Something heavy you hit people with. I don't know. I don't think it's through. Nail gun, chainsaw. I mean, like zombie movie tropes, I guess.
I'll go if you want to go.
I don't want to go. It's Jojo wants to go anyway.
Okay, let's head back.
Okay. You head back to the house.
What was?
There's zombies. I mean,
There were people they didn't look well.
So you couldn't get to the hardware store?
Yeah.
like, where do you think is going to be safest?
I'm curious what's going on at the barracks.
Yeah, I mean, barracks is an idea. I just want to get shot. These things. I mean, you saw them getting shot on the street, right? Did they look very fast?
Especially.
It's worth knowing every time you left the house, you've had to go past the 2 corpses in the street.
Yeah. And it's sickening me every time.
I
So
definitely haven't examined them, especially.
yeah, I've not looked.
Surely the barracks would be doing some sort of civilian sanctuary.
That's what I'm thinking. If the military's
Well,
doing anything,
Have they sent out anything on the internet saying they're doing that? The radio. I've got radio.
It's
Found one.
the constant message is everyone stay in your homes.
Yeah, if they're saying to stay in your home, that means they're probably not
Cool.
We should stay. I'm not saying we should leave.
Yeah.
But we should just prepare however much we can.
I think we stay, but we're just ready to leave it if
Something happens.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can do? Anything else around here that might be useful for us?
I think we should put something over the window. Can we do that?
Yeah, I mean...
The top part of the desk.
Yeah, the top part of the desk comes off and there's bookcases. I mean, depends what we put on. Yeah, we can easily move stuff in front
We
of the
do
window.
that for the evening, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean, I gripe and moan about, like, the deposit on the house, but the flat, but apart from that, it's fine.
So you kind of rearrange the furniture and put bookcases in front of the window and everything like that.
And what's the rear of the
Putting,
house
like-
like?
You have to get through. So there's the back door, which has its own lock,
Yeah.
and then like the patio area, which
Yeah.
has like walls going up on each side, at least 5.5 foot high, or 5 foot high, and then you have to get through loads of walls to get to ours. Just like climb over walls,
Okay,
and climb
fair
over walls. So it's pretty secure.
Cool.
Okay.
I just make sure the back door's locked.
All
So
of it's
is there anything you're doing as kind of evening draws in?
more food. There's food in my house to last for
Now we've done
for
that,
a
there should be a
while.
lot of food.
Yeah. And I give you. There's only one key for the front door,
Mhm.
which doesn't close unless it's locked. Like it's and the back door is the same.
Mhm.
So you can't open the door unless you've got that key. And you can't close that door unless you've got the key. Or if you close it, it's not locked to the outside or in.
Okay.
I give you the back door key.
Okay.
Is anyone still checking kind of news and social media and all stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
You've noticed that a lot of sites like Twitter and Facebook, Reddit, Tumblr, like the rate of posting is slowing noticeably because it was kind of frantic over the last 24 hours. It's less people are posting. Certainly.
The rate of posting about this, or the rate of posting?
The rate
in
of
general?
posting, full stop. Everything that is posted is about this.
Is there anything? Oh, okay. I was going to say, is there anything that isn't about this?
No.
Right.
There's a music festival going on.
Yeah, Big D's coming out soon. I think like.
There's basically a kind of big. The big news basically is that Canada has closed its borders to the United States.
About time. What a joke.
And is enforcing it with gunfire.
Wow. That's...
And basically the United States government are kind of squaring up, saying it's basically trying to tell the Canadians to stop, and the Canadians aren't even responding.
What's Obama doing?
And there's kind of rumours via satellite feeds of kind of artillery being moved up to the border.
Shit. Never thought I'd see Canada turn to war zone.
Again.
Didn't pay any attention to the news.
Is there anything else you're intending to
I'm
do
gonna
for the
sort
evening?
out
Worrying.
Sort out my physical stress now.
You can only sort out one at a time.
But you can turn it into a
Oh, turn it into a trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just put like bandage cut or something like that. And it's level 1, right?
Yep.
Because it's only, Sure. Remember, you can only have 3 traumas in any one.
Yeah.
Like 3 physical traumas, 3 social.
It's fourth is just death, right?
No, you can't take a 4th one. So your stress will
the
fill
stress
it until
kills
you
you.
die. So
My other one was done now, I think, because I started last evening for fixing that.
you started this morning. So basically, in the morning we'll do rolls for both.
That's
of you.
oh, fair enough. We'll just do it mornings. That makes sense.
Yeah. Anything else to do for the evening? I'd say. I mean, moving the stuff, the furniture around probably took a while. Jojo, you're very tired now.
Yeah, I haven't slept.
You haven't slept,
I'm
so-
definitely trying to go to sleep early.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything particular this evening?
Before I go to sleep, I say someone stay
They
awake
want to take
tonight.
watches.
Make sure no one's... Yeah, that's basically what I say. Make sure there's always someone awake, and then I fall asleep.
Okay.
I wonder what the drug dealers who live next to me are doing.
Probably
So-
using all their drugs. It's like...
They'll have guns. Yeah.
So what are we doing about watches?
I'm now asleep.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Alright.
Okay.
And we've got 4 people. We'll each take a quarter of the night after the first.
Okay.
Alright.
So this is about what, like 10? We had a
Mhm.
nice early night, like.
I think I fell asleep about 8 or 9.
Okay. So you take the first watch,
Mm-hmm.
Justin, until
1, I guess, or 12. 1. Yeah.
Whenever you think.
So about
Okay.
about 12:30.
well, it's all quiet. You can't
Cool.
hear anything. I mean, all the sites are all kind of the same thing. So
Right.
who goes next?
Probably would wake. Who's downstairs? Who's sleeping downstairs?
I'd be sleeping.
I fell asleep downstairs.
I'd be downstairs.
Let's shall we do it? Shall we do it?
Okay. So you watch for the next 3 hours or so. About 3 o'clock, you can hear some screaming in the distance.
Okay.
It cuts off abruptly.
Well, I just don't wake anyone up, but I wait and like.
To be honest, I'm actually going to make you roll for mental trauma for that. Like, so take 1 regular die. And have you got any? And take 2 negatives for like the difficulty of not kind of freaking out about that. And middle of the night on your own, screaming in the distance. Have you got any positive or negative features that might help or hinder you?
Laid back?
It's a social, so
I don't know. That's the only one that's like even close.
I think it's in social situations more than anything else, so no, we'll pass on that.
Okay.
So, give us a roll. So it's definitely a roll, and that's a success anyway, so you don't freak out about it.
that makes sense.
But you do take 2 points of mental stress.
Okay.
So you're on edge. You haven't freaked out, you haven't kind of woken everyone else and panicked, but you're jittery, definitely.
I keep a very close ear, like, if I hear anything else, I might wake people up.
Convert it to a trauma.
So about 4 o'clock, do you want to wake someone up?
I will wake John up, but I'll also probably convert that to a trauma straight away. Just,
Okay,
like, thinking
yep,
about
sure. So let's call it jittery. Especially from like screams and stuff like that for the moment. So, John, you have the last watch.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I set up a knit. It's something to do with the hands.
Okay, so everyone probably gets up around 7, I'd imagine. I can't imagine everyone having a particularly good night's sleep. So, is anyone kind of like checking like all the usual things?
Well, like the radio's always on in the morning. So radio doing
Actually, the radio is broadcasting an emergency signal.
of what?
It's just a loop of, please remain calm, remain in your houses. That's all it is.
We turn that off. Alarm then.
Yep.
Switches the beep.
I might get up a bit earlier. Because
Anyone
I've been
else
sick a long
checking
time.
anything else? News or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll take news and like.
The internet's down.
Fucking plus net.
I'm making breakfast reasonably calmly this morning.
We'll
I've
probably
just got over my trauma.
Has anyone got 3G phones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You've got a signal. You can't. Basically, the internet is not responding.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
So it's not Justin's.
We're probably on the last 12 sausages and bacon now.
Well, we went for a massive shop.
Yeah, we got-
Oh,
But
yeah,
we
right,
probably
yeah.
got some
You're
fresh
right.
stuff.
You're
Yes.
right, yeah.
So let's make some
There's
rolls.
well, when I was making breakfast the other day, I was trying to use up stuff that you wouldn't generally
Fresh stuff.
use.
I am also using fresh stuff. Anything that won't last.
I think fresh stuff and stuff that's at the back of the cupboard that you would not eat on its own.
I'm just using anything else that will go off soon. Yes.
Yeah.
Could we make some defensive rolls for trauma, please? So, Jojo, can you go first? So, what do we need? We need 1 positive.
Yep.
And let's have a look. It uses the defensive characteristic from the same category as the trauma. So what were you healing? Social.
Yep.
So you use empathy.
Damn it.
So you
That's
gain
good.
positive and negative dice from any circumstances affecting the treatment. Well, I'd say
But I got on with people.
gain another positive dice because you didn't. It wasn't just that there was no confrontation yesterday. You all kind of pulled together.
Yeah.
So take a positive. And I'd say they're your friends. So just take 1 negative die.
Fun. Yeah.
So
That's
basically you get rid of that trauma
Mhm.
and take 1 social stress.
Jesus Christ. This could just make it worse.
You're just going to have another trauma. Like,
Constant trauma.
does stress ever
Constant
disappear in
cycle
trauma? I
trauma.
wonder.
You've just you've got through that thing. You just feel a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't mention anything about adding stress when you do these, but it just kind of refers to it as like a as just a test, like a regular
It
test.
could go either way. I'm not sure.
I don't see how recovering from an illness could make you more ill. Like,
No.
If you
yeah.
succeed,
Well, because
yeah.
it could be like the point of this is he's trying to basically get over the trauma of losing trust in his friends. So maybe it's like he's gotten over the lack of trust in his friends because they were bossing him about, but he feels really bad that he was so standoffish to them for a full day.
I think it makes narrative sense, but just mechanically, it's like he's taken the trauma to reduce the stress.
But it would
So you
mean...
could just with a constant cycle of it.
But it would mean that it's only worth converting stress into trauma when you've got high stress. Like, if you've only got 1 point of stress, converting it into trauma is...
I would
trash.
say maybe you can get stress, but maximum 1, if at all.
Well, no, because that's... We either do or we don't.
Okay, then I say don't, because you could get 3 and that would
I agree. I think you probably don't.
Completely irrelevant.
Like, it just doesn't make
Oh, well, it doesn't
sense.
mention it. Okay, we'll... internet, if you disagree, let us know, but we're going to not take stress.
Because you could get 3 from that, and if you got 3
Yeah.
from that, you could never get rid of stress. So.
Yeah. Justin, so take a positive, and it's all bandaged and everything, so take another positive.
Thank you.
And take a... I guess it's not that bad. Take 2 negative. And give me a roll. And this is against vitality.
I don't succeed, and I would take 2 points of stress, I guess. But
Yeah, let's not.
okay, I don't succeed.
Okay, don't succeed, that's fine. And with Justin's still slightly bleeding hand wound, I think we'll leave the episode there.
That's terrifying.
First session. Hurrah! You all look really happy. You actually look genuinely
We
slightly
survived!
happy.
Yay!
It's because you really get into it, because I could just totally see myself being there now. It's like,
Oh, Matt's dead. I'm really worried.
yeah, that was really fucking haunting, you know.
Oh my god.
Good, good.
Oh god.
Excellent. So, join us next time for more hilarious zombie action on the Town Called Bastard. Bye!
Bye.
Ooh.